This is the second generation Honda Pilot. The first generation Honda Pilot really was kind of mediocre at best. What you're seeing here is the EXL trim level. There are actually 4 trim levels. There's a base LX, EX, EXL, and then there's the top of the line Touring model. Now, the Touring model is actually something new for this generation Pilot. You know, it's a good thing that they have it, because if you want to get things like Bluetooth or navigation, the Touring is the only one you can get it in. So what you have here is a mid-size SUV. The prime competitors for this vehicle, you got the Toyota Highlander, you have the Ford Explorer, and you have the Acadia and the Chevy Traverse. Each of the 4 trim levels we mentioned all come in either 2-wheel drive, which is standard, or optional 4-wheel drive. If you're looking at a base LX 2-wheel drive, you're looking at high 20s, about $29,000. But if you load out a Touring model with 4-wheel drive, you're over $40,000, and that's it's pretty hefty for a SUV of this size. But you're going to get a lot of nice amenities. If you look at almost any category for the Pilot compared to the outgoing Pilot, it's bigger, it's wider, it has a wheelbase of about 3 inches longer, interior volume about 4 more cubic feet. Even though the engine size is the same at the 3.5 liter V6, you have an output increase of 6 horsepower and 13 pound-feet of torque. And with all that, the fuel economy somehow got better. They're actually up to about 16 and 22 on the 2-wheel drive, 15 and 20 on the 4-wheel drive. It's still an ultra-low emission vehicle. Really, Honda made all sorts of improvements. What we really like is this front end over here. It got a lot more aggressive. The whole car in general got more athletic. It got a little bit wider, got more of an athletic stance to it. When you're talking SUVs, crossovers in this price segment, which really is in the $35,000 to $40,000 range, we have certain expectations. The only way to get Bluetooth in this vehicle is to step up to the Touring package, which starts at $40,000. The other thing is a power liftgate. Well, this car, you have to step up to the Touring model to get that. So that's definitely something to consider. If you can afford the Touring, great. If you can't, you're going to have to make do with not having some of those features. One of the changes for the 09 Pilot is they moved the shifter from the column where the 08 was to over here, mounted right there on the console. But really where they've stepped it up is where all the controls are for the radio, the air conditioning, the rear entertainment. This to us is just a major improvement. So here's your rear view mirror, and as you can see, we have about a 2.5-inch screen built right into the mirror. So you're already used to looking in your rear view mirror to back up. Now you also have a camera to help you with that. Moving the third row seats is relatively easy. There's just one lever. Just kind of reach up, pull it towards you, and you're set. Another thing that Honda has is this storage area. It's supposed to add about 3 or 4 cubic feet. Well, now for the big test, let's see if I can fit back here in this third row seat. So getting back here, Honda's done a great job. I mean, one lever, push it forward, seat slides forward is great. This is about as easy as it gets. So we made it back here somehow. I'm 6'1", so maybe it's not a fair comparison. Clearly, as you can see where my knees would be, and this seat's not even reclined, this is not going to work. Now, if you take these seats and move it as far forward as possible, obviously the person in the second row is going to be compromised a little bit, but look, I can actually fit in here. My knees aren't touching. I'm not saying I want to go cross country this way, but you know what? If I have to go down the street for 20 minutes sitting in this seat, I can live with it. The rear seat in general is comfortable, but just the controls and the options back here. You can control your own climate, got a power outlet, and you can even put video games in here. You can put up to 3 additional headphones and adjust the volume. It comes with a pair of wireless headphones, good for a nice long family trip. Look at this logo right here. When you've got the Honda brand, you can be assured about the reliability of this vehicle. You can also be assured that when you go to sell it, the resale value is going to be one of the highest. I mean, it's really hard for us not to recommend this car, but in this particular case, we actually like it. I mean, everything we didn't like about the old Pilot, we love about this one. So the interior's been upgraded, the ride's much better, it looks a lot beefier. It's just a nice all-around SUV, but it doesn't do it in such a rugged manner that you get that rough ride. So great everyday SUV, great off-road SUV.